Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend.
What's up?
I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it.
Oh yeah, dude, you helped
take
me
you to meet
escape.
Just down the river from here.
Oh my god, is that a whale? Look at the whale! That's so sad. What are they doing to it? I wonder if I should... No, let's just go. I'm not gonna look for coins and shit right now. Oh, I killed a lot of people. My chaos level is rather high, and I feel like that's gonna stay that way. But I didn't kill anyone I wasn't supposed to. Like a civilian. Oh, and I missed shit, even though I looked around a lot too. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet the Loyalist Inner Circle to learn what they've got in mind. The Hound's Pit Pub. Whale meat. So is that what they were doing?
Pit's pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing.
That's pretty brilliant.
Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart.
Yep.
Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Well, it's a good thing that we're gonna meet him. Mission clues. Dishonored. A trophy. Okay.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
After you, Samuel. Or after me.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. We found our man. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pit's pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sounds like a good
Sorry.
time.
You must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered.
How
But
generous.
before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
That smoke was really well done. Just gonna take a quick looky-loo around the bar. And obviously, I need to explore even more, which I don't know, I'll keep to a minimum maybe, but... Apricot tart, sounds delightful. The fuck? Hey, man.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
Thank you.
No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil's run out.
So they use the whales for lots of
Will you
stuff.
get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? And be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Poor whales. Excerpt from a manual on new city watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the holding of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1.5 normal pay grade. Whale vivisection. I don't know if I want to read this one. I feel bad about the whales. I like whales a lot. Whale oil, I don't wanna. Just clicking on it so I can get the document.
Perfect. Now plug it in. Just get it near the receptacle. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask.
Do you ever get to see what Corvo looks
You're
like,
a
I
wanted
wonder?
Man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment.
Oh my
There.
god, I really
Better
hope
now?
the whole
I
game is
could
not
create
through his
more
lenses like this. It's gonna drive me
Upgrades
nuts.
for your gear, weapons, munitions.
I couldn't give him something where he
But our
could see
situation
better,
here is
like,
desperate.
he's constantly under
Scavenge
attack.
the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Crossbow bolts, sleepy bolts, bullets, traps, grenades. These are all really good. And I have... Good thing I found all those friggin' coins. Okay, I can afford, I think, all of these. Cool. Oh shit. Should have looked at upgrades. Ooh, these are both really good. Okay.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Thanks for keeping it real.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Piero's request is denied. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? TV and ore? What's wrong with the metals and crystal? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly. But this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and anything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need these things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one's going to miss any of the old crap. From the Admiral. So I guess I am meant to go get all this shit for him. Alright, I'm not gonna read this one aloud because it's long. I'm gonna read through it. Alright, so whoever's writing this... Oh, it's Piero. And people like some other elixir over his to cure the plague. New strains of the plague. And Piero claims that his elixir has other properties that can heal, like, spiritually and whatnot. You sure about that, Piero? One of the advantages of Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsmen of the city watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's designs is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm when one of them has exploded. How dangerous is whale oil? Corvo is probably really tired.
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
Boo! Oh, I can't talk to her? After she's talking a shit about me?
Please follow me to your quarters.
I don't want to yet. I remember where it is. I got that far. I'm just gonna snoop for a minute. And steal, from the nice people who are helping me. Oh, a journal from a whaler. That sounds depressing. I don't want to read it. Whales. I love whales. Naval history.
Log entry 1-4.
It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coldridge, and if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Well, bitch, I made it.
Seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. The Pendletons voted and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible...
Or it's just some, like, military shit.
We need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt.
Alright, they're talking about Corvo.
This is off. Switch. Switch, where the hell is the...
Songs. Can I talk to you?
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flood district for treatment.
My, you must be Corvo.
Yep.
I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral.
Thank you. Excerpt from a longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise, esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer, until she turned her blank face towards me, resting the needle in his flesh. Ugh. That's awesome. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended. I want to read this book. That sounds like my cup of tea. Alright, more Whaler journals. Sorry, Whaler. No, you have to go potty, Corvo? Oh shit, I'm just like stealing from right under his nose.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace! Please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach
What is
or
the
destroy
point of
a
this?
river crust.
This is your room. It was chosen to give you privacy. I understand you'll need your rest.
It's a nice big space. Clean this up and look real good. I want to live up here. Shit. Alright. Time to go to sleep.